back again. Hello, Simply Terrifying, episode 23. Not even going to go into it. We already know how excited we are. Today is Wednesday, though, so we're going to do the Watch Wednesday. And what do we have for Watch Wednesday? Billy, it's tearjerkers, guys. Tearjerkers. Now, why in the hell would we choose to watch things, especially if we've already seen them, and the shit makes us cry? Why do we go back for more of that? Or are you one of the lucky fuckers that get to watch a movie, maybe it chokes you up the first time, but since you know what's coming, it doesn't affect you? That's not me. Okay, I'm fucking broken. I'm a mom of 4 times. Of 4 times? That's weird. Anyway, when I was younger, never really cried a lot. Whatever, had kids, they cracked me, they broke me, they gouged me, so now it's just like, oh my god. Disney movies and like Pixar shit, like Up, that first intro, man, my goodness, that just pulled at my fucking heartstrings. And I'm pretty sure I can't watch Lion King without, something will get me. So anyway, it's just like, but I mean, I'll go back, So let me just see if there's like a rhyme or reason why we do this as a person. So watching movies that makes us cry allows for a safe, controlled release of emotions. Catharsis. Okay, word of the day. Fostering a sense of being moved or deeply connected to a story. This experience is driven by high empathy, as mirror neurons and oxytocin causes us to share a character's pain or joy. I have that. I definitely have that. It also offers perspective on personal struggles through downward compassion, and for many provides a satisfying emotional cleansing. I don't know about satisfying, okay? Sometimes I just straight ugly cry, and it's just, maybe some stories hit different, or they line up with reality too close, and it's like, god damn it. Have you ever watched something that you've never seen before, and then things in the movie start to really connect with things going on in your real life, and it almost pisses you off? It's like, this is not what I want right now. Like, I'm trying to escape all of that. So why the fuck am I going to sit here and watch it for the next hour and a half? No. So anyway, today, we're not angry. We're crying. Okay? We're crying. Now, you can't just say tearjerkers and it's like a catch-all, because there are some things that are, like, oh my god, that's so sweet, and you just like, I don't know, you just, the mushy gushy part of you comes out, right? And that just forces fluid out of your eyes. That is different than, say, something where, it's like based on real life or whatever, and then, shitty things happen. It's like, wow, that's fucked up. And then there's just some that are just plain sad, just like, oh, gut-wrenching. Why did this happen? Like, it's crazy. So we're just going to jump right into a couple different varieties, little like batches. I don't know. We'll say. So some movies, such as Schindler's List, is included in a genre or little sub-basket of universal heartbreakers. Okay? If you haven't seen these movies, I'm not going to say much about them because, yeah. So I'll just give you like a little rundown, and if you decide that, hey, you want to connect with somebody in whatever kind of category to shed some tears and, experience your catharsis moment, you're welcome. Here we go. So the universal heartbreakers list consists of things like Schindler's List, okay? Harrowing but beautiful masterpiece about the Holocaust that remains the gold standard for emotional cinema. This was made in 1993. Very serious movie. Maybe not something you want to curl up on, for like Valentine's Day or, say, a girls' night, but I mean, people watch the movies, so yeah. The Green Mile, 1999. Oh, man. This one, personally, yeah, I don't like it. I like it, but guilty. That one got me, for sure. Because he's just a gentle giant, and he just takes all the things I just can't. So, an inherently tragic story about a gentle death row inmate with a mysterious gift. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. Grave of the Fireflies, 1998. Can't really speak on it. Never heard of it before. Never watched it. Manchester by the Sea. Yep. It says a raw look at grief and guilt that many claim as the most devastating flashback scene in movie history. Most devastating flashback scene. I've never watched it, so I can't even kind of hold your hand to get through whatever that means, but yeah, we'll just go. Here we are. Animated emotional punches. So many. There's only 4 here, but this list could fucking go on for a very long time. Up is the very first one, okay? This is, okay, so under animated emotional punches, it says, don't let the medium fool you. These will leave you as a sobbing mess. So Up, famous for its opening 4-minute montage that chronicles a lifetime of love and loss. Which I don't want to give it, away, but I'm going to say that if you feel nothing watching those first 4 minutes of Up, you're a terrible person and I don't like you. But anyway, it's whatever. Coco is 2017, and I'm guilty of not watching that. I know there's like a lot of hype and it's a really great movie, so I've heard by a lot of people actually. It says a vibrant Pixar film that ends with a scene involving a grandmother and a song guaranteed to break you. So I want to say my kids have listened to part of the song or something, but I have no ties to that. So yeah. The Iron Giant, 1999. I want to say maybe I saw some of that, but this was not an Up for me. So this says a cult classic whose final act of sacrifice is a major guy cry moment. Guy cry moment. I have never seen that in describing movies before. All right. Toy Story 3, a deeply relatable farewell to childhood that hits adults even harder than kids. Oh, and Andy gives up all of his favorite toys. Woo! Okay, that one was, yeah. I might have had a little bit of stuff. Actually, I want to say, yes, that was sad. Andy goes to college and he gives all of his toys away. Ironically enough, my daughter was watching Toy Story 3 already today. So, this one's real familiar. So, holy shit. It's already 16 years old. Toy Story 3 is already 16 years old. If that doesn't make you feel, oh, wow. Okay, we're just going to move the fuck on because, wow. Now this next one is probably one of the ones where people dive into for chick flick night and the feels and, oh, I wish I had this in my life. This is romantic and relatable tragedies. Okay, well, the tragedies part kind of takes away from the chick flicky whatever. So let's see. What's the first one? Came out in 2004. Everyone's seen it but me. What is it? It's the love-hate love story. It's The Notebook, guys. I've never seen it. The modern classic for anyone wanting a good cry over a lifelong story. Now, I'm pretty sure I know, the gist of it, and I'm pretty sure that I've got, the end of it, but I have never actually sat down and watched The Notebook. I've seen fucking clip after clip after clip and, overlays and all kinds of things, so, at this point, I feel it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm totally missing out on a whole bunch of stuff, but hey. Brokeback Mountain, which came out the next year in 2005. And it says a tragic story of forbidden love and the I can't quit you reality of its ending. Okay. I have seen most of this movie, if not all this movie. One, Jake, I'm not a fan. I don't know. I don't know if it was Donnie Darko that did that for me with you, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Heath Ledger, though. I really did like Heath Ledger. He held a special place in here, and he was definitely one that was gone too soon. But this one was kind of I don't know. Some people really, really like it. Some people, had tears. It didn't hit me like that. I don't know. It didn't hit me like that. The next one is Atonement, 2007. A historical drama where a single lie creates a lifetime of devastating consequences. I feel like I should be a better movie person because I own thousands of movies and I've seen thousands of movies and that is not one of them, so I can't even Can't even go there, so could be good, and I guess you'll cry because it's under here. Under romantic and relatable tragedies. So there you go. The next one is Marley and Me. Oh, if you are an animal lover, this is a guaranteed, big bold letters, tearjerker that many find difficult to finish. Well, if you're a pet owner, as myself, they have a dog. Marley's a dog. Okay, they get him as a puppy. All right, a lot of challenges if you ever owned a dog and had to go through the puppy stages. I mean, it's not all. It's like raising a kid. You know what I mean? Only it's a lot shorter window and a lot crazier stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. So this, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, if you have a soul and a dog, or a soul, then you'll probably. It'll make you just feel the feels a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're going to be like, oh my God. Because, I mean, it's life. But, yeah. So, the next one comes with hidden gems and hard hitters. That's kind of a weird category, but let's see. I'm going to say, just by looking at these 3 titles that are listed here, I haven't seen any. Okay, so the first one is a 2008 film called Dear Zachary, and it's a documentary that starts as a memorial and turns into one of the most gut-wrenching experiences on film. Dear Zachary. Dear Zachary. I feel like I should have watched that, or that's like linked in my crime situation. Let me see. Dear Zachary. Let's dive a little bit farther into this one. Dear Zachary, 2008, yeah. It says a letter to a son about his father. About his murdered friend and the subsequent custody battle for Bagby's son Zachary with the suspected killer, Shirley Turner. The film uses interviews and home movies to tell the story of Andrew's life and the fight by his parents to gain custody of Zachary. Okay, so yeah. I don't know. It's a true crime documentary, so it's kind of weird. I've seen some sad stuff, but I did not think one would make the list for that. But hey, I guess, now let's make a note of that. I guess we gotta watch it. Gotta watch it. The next one is Hachi, A Dog's Tale. I don't know. Based on a true story of loyalty that is essentially designed to make you weep. Yeah. Didn't watch it. Next one I also didn't watch. I feel so bad because we gotta have a better list than this. Let's see. The Pursuit of Happiness. I'm pretty sure that's like Will Smith or something, right? I've never seen it. I feel so bad. Are you in the mood for something tragically beautiful like Coco or Up, or something deeply depressing like Manchester by the Sea or Grave of the Fireflies? Oh my God, I'm not in a deeply depressing mood by any means. Let's see. Movies that make, let me see. Let's go chick flicks. No, let's just go say movies that make people cry. That make people cry. Let's see. It's going to bring up the same fucking list. I hope not. Let's see. The last one that made me cry. Titanic. Titanic, I tell you. I don't know why. It's the first time I watched that movie in 20 years. And I wanted to get my daughter to watch it. Why? I don't know. It's just a piece of history, okay? In film, in reality, like whatever. Like, there are bits that were true. It's good to know. And when you know about something and you see something about it, like it's entertaining. But when you go back and you watch something from like, the 1900s where I'm from, then it's just kind of like it's a full circle moment. You know what I mean? I saw Titanic twice when it came out in movie theaters. And if you've ever seen it, you know how fucking long it is. You know how long it is for a kid to sit in a movie theater twice to watch this movie, okay? Ugh, it got me then. And it's gotten me every time. I probably watched the movie like once, maybe twice, every like 10 years. I haven't seen the movie in 15, 20 years. Okay? Honestly. And it's crazy that it's been that long. But we're scrolling through over the, weekend or whatever. And it was like a couple weeks ago. But we're scrolling through all these movies and it's like, what haven't you seen? Like, I'm trying to get my daughter to watch. Because, like, I've seen them all that we have. And she is not interested in a lot of the older movies. You know what I mean? Or new movie. Like, it's really hard to just, like, harness that energy and get her to just, like, be there. So, as I'm scrolling through the teas, I come across Titanic, and I'm like, it's been like 15, 20 years, whatever. You know what's going to happen, right? You know the story. It's not good. It's not going to change. You knew it made you cry when you watched it way back when. You know it's probably going to choke you up at some point. But your kid's sitting right there. She's never fucking seen it. She's already rolling her eyes because she sees that it's like a 3-hour fucking movie, and she's just like, I don't even want to watch it. It's too long. It's too this. It's going to be boring. Blah. Fucking watch it. All right? So we turned it on. Now, it did take us 2 days. Like, we split it. And it took us 2 days. But the first half, the 2 halves. Remember when it came out on VHS? It came out in 2 discs. It was that fucking long. But, God, I'm old. Anyway, so the first half of the movie is nothing like the second half. The first movie, you have to get to know everybody. You have to realize how people are suffering in their own ways, how righteous they are, how they are, how much you just want to fucking choke them or slap them or like give them a high five, whatever. You get your character basis in the beginning. You also get the love story, the yucky, mushy shit. The second half of the story is completely different. So it was like watching 2 different fucking movies back to back, the next day or whatever. So we turn it on. And it's the eye rolling when it comes to the mushy stuff, blah, whatever. And then, okay, we wrap it up and she's like, ugh. And then the next day, I'm like, oh, we can finish this. No. I was like, no. It's going to be good. You're going to like it. Seriously. So we turn it on. Total mood shift. Okay, total change in dynamic from this movie. Because now you're getting into, they've hit the fucking iceberg. By the way, spoilers, if you haven't fucking seen Titanic, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Because it's like, I don't even know how old it is. But anyway, it's old enough where you should have fucking seen it. So, the fucking ship hits the iceberg, and from there, it just goes down. Literally, the ship goes down in the water, but the whole mood just goes completely down. People are dying, people are being really selfish and being plain fucking stupid. Like, all of these things, and you're getting so caught up, like, oh my God, are they gonna go? Are they gonna make it? Who's gonna live? Who's gonna die? Like, that's what you get. Like, that's that part of the movie. And so, I'm kind of like watching from my side of the living room. I would glance over at her, and watch the parts that kind of get me, like, ugh. And I'm seeing her kind of feed into that a little bit. And the part that always gets me, of course. I can't help it. Okay? I can't fucking help it. When she has to, like, she wakes up and he's fucking frozen there. Okay? Like, in my mind, I imagine, like, if that was me and that was my husband, it wouldn't be us because I just, like, he could be laying on the door and I'd be laying on him. He'd be my insulation, just, but, you put yourself there, and this is part of my movie empathy or whatever the fuck, so you put yourself there, and you're fucking freezing, you're goddamn out of it, everyone around you are just fucking frozen bobbers, right? They're just done gone. There's not a fucking breath, no one's talking, blinking, breathing, nothing, they're gone, and your person, like, the person that, for her, it's a little bit, yeah, maybe that's why I feel a little bit too much. Because, like, you just met this dude a couple days ago. So, like, it's a rush and he gave you that experience and whatnot. Fine, whatever. But I imagine it being, like, my person, right? Holding my hand and he's like, he's gone. But he's holding my hand. And then, like, I see signs of life. And there my lifeline kind of goes, gets farther and farther away. And it's like, I have a choice to make. Like, it's an impossible fucking choice. And then when she, like, obviously she can't swim holding Jack to get the whistles to call the dude to come back. It's a fucking it's a thing. right? It is a whole thing of feelings. And then when she has to let him go and you see him go down, 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 it's fucking horrendous. And it gets me every time. I can't fucking help it. I knew it was going to. I've seen it. I've seen it several times. And even though I haven't seen it in 20 fucking years, I still know what it is. You see it. It's burned in here. It's a core memory for movies, okay? Oh. So the full circle moment is when I look up, you know, I when I start to get like that, I kind of do this here. I kind of like, I'll put a pillow here, or I'll kind of turn more away from everybody so I can do the, my eyes will just start watering, and then it just like, sometimes I just try not to fucking blink. Like, it's already gonna fall. I know it's already gonna fall. It is what it is, but like, I start to look at her in that moment when I'm about to lose my shit, and she's kind of getting choked up too. So I'm like, okay, that's great, okay, good. And it's just like that, things like that. Now, am I good to watch Titanic like anytime in the near future? No, I'm all set. Like, we got it out. Like, the vial is full, everything like that. So, yeah, why do we do that? Why do we keep going back when we know shit's gonna make us cry? Why? Let me see. I'm gonna do one last little poll. Let's see. Most depressing. I can't put most depressing, didn't we? Let's see. Saddest animated movies. I don't know what it is with animated movies. I blame my kids fully for like breaking me like that. I don't know. Some things I just, whew. Saddest animated movies. We'll just put that. I won't even say anything about crying or tearjerkers or anything like that. Let's just see what they pull out real quick. Is The Grave of Fireflies there? Is that a cartoon? We're just gonna skip that. Number 2 is Up, though. I mean, geez. Coco, Watership Down, Land Before Time. Oh, Land Before Time. You know, I wasn't sad then. That came out in 1988. I wasn't sad then, but I think all the voices were just annoying. I don't know. When the Wind Blows, A Silent Voice. What are you talking about? Jeez. Top 100 Disney movies. Let's just try to go. Let's see what it is. Damn it. Let's try it, everyone. Top 100 Disney cartoons. Oh, fucking Lion King popped up on the first one on that last list. Yeah, that still gets me. Oh, I mean, I don't care about the mushy shit, but like, yeah. All right, let's just roll through it. Top 10. Let's see. Pinocchio. No. Lion King. Yes. Beauty and the Beast. No. I don't think that one made me cry. Snow White? No. Zootopia? No. Aladdin? No. Toy Story? No. Moana? Moana did get me. It really did. The only part that got me was, it wasn't when Grandma passed. I'm just going to put spoilers here anyway. It wasn't when Grandma passed in that moment, right? And it wasn't even when her little stingray or whatever it is like going through the water. What got me is like when Moana's getting ready to give up and turn back and go back, you know, to her island or whatever, because she just can't do it and all this stuff. And then, you know, Grandma's spirit appears and all that stuff. And it's just like, I watched it since I lost my grandma almost 1 year ago, actually, sadly, very, very sadly. And it got me even worse. It got me so much worse. It was, yeah. Top 100 Disney animated movies. Some are very, 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 very rough. Okay, let's see. I'm pulling up a different fucking list. Let's see if we get it real quick. Tangled. No. Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog. No. Beauty and the Beast. No. Monsters Inc. No. Now my daughter lost it at the end of Monsters Inc. when, you know, Sully finally gets the final piece to the door, opens it up, and Boo gets to see him, I guess. I don't know. That's like a whole tearjerker thing. Aladdin. No. Pocahontas. I haven't seen Pocahontas in probably 25 years or more, so no. Hercules, no. Bug's Life, no. We already said Toy Story. Mulan. Oh, Mulan was rough, right? Oh, God. You know what's weird is that think of all these Disney princesses, right? Like, I thought about this the other day because my daughter's watching Mulan. Ironically enough, she's just in line with these things I'm about to talk about. But anyway, she's watching Mulan, and Mulan's at war. She's all taped up, trying to be a man, so that her father didn't have to go. Like all this stuff she has to do in order to become a princess, and all the other ones are just like, I don't know. They don't have it the same. It's not the same. Meet the Robinsons. No, I don't think so. Goofy movie, no. The Little Mermaid, no. Jungle Book, no. Up, yes. Lady and the Tramp, no. Oliver and Company, nah. Peter Pan. You know what? We'll see. Dumbo. Probably wouldn't, I don't know. Dumbo's really old, right? It never made me sad as a kid. I think I get it a little bit more as a mom, but I haven't seen it in a very long time, so it is like whatever. Emperor's New Groove, no. Sleeping Beauty, no. James and the Giant Peach, no. Tarzan. Tarzan might have pulled out a string or two back in the day. You know, there are a couple losses going on. Finding Nemo, no. Great Mouse Detective, no. Let me just see if there is one. Scrolling. Fox and the Hound was kind of sad, but you know, what can you do? None of these things are listening. I said animated, and you're pulling out like Angels in the Outfield and Cool Runnings and shit like that. Anyway, I don't know. There are a lot of movies, though, that are made specifically for those feelings, though. You know, those euphoric feelings of just feel-good dump fest where your eyes just fucking explode and you just can't help but just contain the waterworks. And it's okay. You know, it's okay that it hits you like that. That means, like we said in the beginning, that you have this empathetic bone in your body that just makes you feel what the characters are going for, which is actually really, really good because that means you can immerse yourself in other situations, which means if you can feel that way about a movie, you should definitely try reading some books because, whew, then it's just your mind painting all the pictures and they can go fucking crazy, but in the best way. So anyway, well, this has been Watch Wednesday, episode 23. I guess it's a good spot to wrap it up because who the fuck wants to talk about crying movies all day, but maybe we should watch one. I'll probably go up and she'll be watching like Toy Story 4. Wasn't that sad when Woody goes away? So sad. You know what else? 1 second. That train came and went real quick. I'm going to say Shrek 4. Shrek 4 was kind of like a... That's one of the... Okay. 3, 2, 1... Shrek 4 was one of those movies where you kind of, at least I did, when I was watching it with my husband and like he's all disgruntled about being a parent, right? Like it definitely shows like he's very unhappy, you know, as a dad. Everything's just mundane and the same, and he's, you know, he doesn't get to do the things he wants to do like he did when he was alone and all of this stuff. It kind of hits when you're a parent and you're married and stuff like that. And you realize that, yeah, you know, life can get kind of like that. But there was a point where it's one of those fucking sayings that you've always heard and you don't really get until you get it, until it's you doing it. So like Shrek was all irritated with his life and like, you know, just feeling really run down. So he wanted this wish, right? And this movie gets me tearjerker wise because he didn't know what he had until it was fucking gone. And then when it's fucking gone, that's all you want back. And it's like, that saying exists. You never know what you have until it's gone. I mean, if you know the saying exists, there has to be some fucking truth to it. And you know that there is, okay? And so in the end of this movie, after he really tries, you know, he finds her. But it's like an alternate whatever reality for a little bit. And, he has to try to get her to fall in love with him again, and he, you know, is explaining how in another world they have 3 kids and everything else and you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're such an asshole. Like, if you would have just gotten over your fucking self, I don't know. It kind of chokes me up because it gets down to the last second, you know what I mean? And then it finally works and it's like, oh, he gets his loud screaming kids back in his chaotic life, and now all of a sudden he's like happy-go-lucky, like, okay, yay. And the wife never, you know, she's like thinking he had a mental breakdown in the back room or something because he went in there disgruntled and now he's coming out all, hey! But it's just one of those things, you know. It gets me because I feel like it's relatable to so many people, and it's just like, yeah, learn it. So anyway, this has been Watch Wednesday Tearjerkers, episode 23. I hope you have a great day, and we will see you next time. Yeah, we will.